Evening, guys. How is everybody? Hope everybody's well. No, I'm not, JP. I'm not even going to attempt to. Evening, guys. Hope you're all well. Hope everybody's safe in these strange times. Welcome back to another Friday Night Live. And here we are again, 3 weeks from Christmas. As I promised, we're going to do a Christmas project. Well, I'll let you be the judge of this. But before we start, let's bring in the earworms. I have the gentleman Woodturner Mark and Wayne the Woodturner. Thank you very much, guys, for coming over.
Pleasure. Good evening.
So tonight I am going to do, I've been toying with the idea of what to do, but I've come up with just a simple, safe project for a Friday night. Nothing too high tech for a Friday night. It's the end of the week. Going to do a bowl. We've been talking about what we're going to do, so we're going to colour it with 3 different colours: forest green, ruby red, and flame red. Just Christmassy colours. And then you never know, you might get a little bit of gold or silver mixed in with the, you know what I'm like, get carried away. But these guys,
there's always a possibility we might tell you not to colour it.
Yeah, this is true. So just ignore what them not in the background say. Right, so I'll stick you guys in the background, and I'll get this in the lathe, and then we'll go from there. If you guys want to tell me who's in, that'd be great. Thank you very much.
Right, so far. Wood Wizardry by Colin, Terry from TJ Turning, Stephen Jobbins, Mr. Stacey Smith, Mike Yu, retired from Ilminster, Mark Pritchard, JP Woodwork, IDR Woodturning, Duncan the Demon Barber, Di Prout, Circular Wood by Keith, Brian at Hardwood Turning, Barry's Wood Creations, Barry's BRS Wood Turning, Andy Heath, Alex Lambie, Paul Lockwood, Gary Letitia, Eric Winkler, I think that's about it.
Good. Just speed it down a little bit.
Mark Pritchard, as I said him.
Well, welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody.
I'm proud.
So this is a piece of cedar. Never turned cedar before, so I don't know how it's going to come out. Don't know how it accepts colour. So it's going to be a trial it and see. So I'm going to go for a traditional style, sort of that bowl. No, I'll try and find a bowl if I can find one.
Malcolm Douglas is in as well, and Mr.
Hi,
Stacey Smith.
hi Malcolm. Something this sort of shape. Let's zoom it out a little bit. So something this sort of similar shape. So it's more of a traditional shape. Not going to put a foot on the bottom, but I'm just going to leave it flat with a mortise in the bottom. But something similar style to that, but obviously with different colouring. So let's get it turned.
Wivy Woodshed's in.
Hi Andrew, how you doing? No, is that? Yeah, that is Andrew, isn't it? Hope everybody's had a good week. So let's get some safety glasses on. Can you hear the compressor going in the background or not?
No.
No, that's all right. That's all right. I'm going to go and turn it off in. So I'm going to get a rough shape first.
Go in there quiet.
Silence is golden. Better balance this bit of wood.
Douglas Mongham says, evening Steve the Funnel, Wayne the Ninja, and Mark the Bowler. Thank you very much.
I notice I get the funnel. Thanks, guys. I'm never going to live that down, you know, am I? Never.
Eric Winkler would like to know, is that a half-inch bowl gouge?
Yes, it is. Yes, there's a half-inch bowl gouge.
Lewis is in. Hi, Lewis.
Hi, Lewis.
One by Craftsman.
Nice and easy to turn. Nice soft wood.
It smells nice as well, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's the best smelling wood, but oh, look, we've got a crack in there.
Sniffing your wood, I bet it's amazing.
So Mick Hughes is asking this, Steve, is this going to be a Wayne 40-minute bowl?
Is it going to be a what, sorry?
A Wayne 40-minute bowl?
No, I doubt it. I'm not as quick as Wayne. Never will be. Well, I might be in 30 years' time.
Douglas Mongham would like to know, did you find out what was wrong with the lathe motor?
They changed the potentiometer, whatever the word is. Yeah. It's been better, but I still, mind you, saying that, when I was turning that piece of oak the other week, that's when it slowed down again. But like the guy said after the live, I was trying to take big cuts out of a piece of hard oak, so maybe I was trying to push it too hard. But what I've done is I've been playing around with hardwood and cuts, and I've moved the belt speed to a different speed, and it seems a bit better. So maybe I was just trying to be too aggressive with it. I don't know, but we'll see with this. This don't seem to be affecting it, but this is quite a soft wood in it. So yeah, we'll see.
You've got a super chat from JP.
Oh, JP, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And he said, £2 says he's going to join the Funnel Club again.
No confidence.
No.
I haven't done it for weeks. You lot just can't let nothing lie, can you?
Oh, well, you've proper jinxed yourself now, haven't you?
Oh, did I cut my finger on the chisel?
Change your camera, Steve, please.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Don McKee's in.
Hi, Don.
John N's in. Richard Benton's in. Bunton. Your
Popper.
dad. Yeah.
How you doing, Dad?
Father of funnels.
Father of funnels. He's been called worse, I'm sure. So just get that bit more of a shape on there. Just a bit concerned about that crack. But if I super glue that, it's not going to colour, is it?
Right. Di is asking me a question here. Following on from his question in my life, will you manage to do any coring at all on the Herald? Or could I put off getting them at Norton until I get a bigger lathe? What I've found, Di, is that you probably need something that's got a bit of torque. So at least a 2 horsepower motor. I'd say it's a minimum for doing any sort of coring.
Right.
JP says that the Herald has amazing torque.
And for us, I mean, it's not a huge lathe either, is it? It's quite a strong lathe for what it is. Well, that's nice. Right, I think I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to take that back to that edge, I think, because that's not very good there. So quick sand up. 120 through to 400. Don't forget, folks, the second Battle of the Makers is on next week. So we'll see if Lewis and Scott can pull back.
Steve and I have started compiling the questions. Keep waiting for the bribes to come flooding in, but as yet, disappointed, I've got to say.
Graham is asking, why do you have a spanner on the message? People who've got spanners in the chat are moderators of the chat, so they can time people out, boot them out, and things like this. Also, do put links in and things like this.
Put a little bit of pattern in the bottom, shall we? Oh, actually. Oh, no, that'd be a bit too soft a texture, wouldn't it?
Rex B's in. Hi, Rex.
Hi, Rex.
Hey, Rex.
Graham Haynes in.
Right, so.
50 watching, Steve.
Oh, thank you very much. Evening to everybody. Thank you very much for coming over.
Oh, the Klondike Craftsman says that a bribe will be shipped this week. Well, we'll make sure we don't put any questions about Canada in then.
Yeah, we'll help you out, Lewis. We'll give you a head start.
Oh, Eric's having to leave, but he said he will be back.
See
Later, Eric.
you later, mate.
Oh, Chisky's Wood Creations is in.
Oh, Trisky.
Chisky.
Man, why can't people have a normal name like Bob or Dave? So 400 grit.
So Mike is asking me how deep was the bowl I did at lunchtime. That was 2 inches, Mike.
A little bit of terror, isn't it? Just sand that out.
Oh, Don McKee says, speaking of Bob, he met Rowan Atkinson this week. Great guy.
Oh. Really? Cool.
Paul's asking, are you colouring the outside or the inside or both, Steve?
The outside, Paul. Be doing the outside. Be the inside natural, I think.
Guy saying he worked with Rowan Atkinson once. Great guy.
He's one of the guys I've always sort of I've liked. He's. Did you ever see him doing the drum? When he had like invisible drums in front of him.
No.
Oh man, you ought to try and get it on YouTube. That is so funny.
He's an absolute petrol head as well, isn't he?
I don't know, is he?
Yeah, he loves his cars.
Doesn't like Land Rovers though. He says they leak oil too much.
Oh,
you just couldn't get away from a live without mentioning it, could you, Wayne?
Can't breathe. Wayne, warn me when you're going to do that. A mouthful of beer.
John N is asking, is increasing the lathe motor from 3/4 of a horsepower to 3 horsepower going to change the pulley speed already set up? It all depends on the base speed of the 3 horsepower motor, really.
Right, colours. So, forest green. I don't know if I've got a forest green in. Spray bottle.
Don McKee says that Rowan Atkinson has a Series 1 Land Rover. We can't be all that bad, Ben.
See.
That's a proper Land Rover, though.
Yes.
Not a German muck. It's when they were properly built.
Proper.
What a Series 1. Beautiful. 80
Right,
inch.
Brent is asking, what's the size of the blank you're turning, Steve?
Oh, yes, it was just under 8 inches across by 3 inches deep. So it's not a massive piece, but just get some colour in this pot because I've never sprayed green before. But we will do it. We will do it.
Stuart Hayes is in. Hi, Stuart.
Hi, Stuart. So, airline. Let's get a spray gun on it. Someone messaged me the other day, I can't remember the gentleman's name, and asked me what pressure to spray. I told him no more than about 20-25 psi.
Yeah, I've got mine. I've got set at 30.
He messaged me back and said that in the manufacturer's manual that came with the spray gun, it says 65 psi.
Wow.
I said that's a bit OTT for me.
Was he talking about an airbrush or a spray system?
Well, yeah, but even a normal spray gun, you don't know more about 45, really. So I said, well, at the end of the day, if that's what the manufacturer recommends, then try it. If it doesn't work, then if you get too much air dust, then that's obviously too high, isn't it? But it was awfully high to me, 65 psi.
Yeah, man, I've got mine set at 30. John McKee says he's got his set at 30 as well.
So what I'm going to do.
His is set max 30 psi, 15 psi is ideal.
Yeah, this one's set at about 25, the regulator. Right, overhead. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and feather this in to about here. So I'm going to go that way so we get an air line. So we get like a feather line in it, not a solid line. And then gently bring in the bottom. And that may take a couple of coats to get a nice deep greeny colour.
Mick Jews uses 20 to 30 psi.
Yeah, I was always taught on an airbrush no more than about 30 psi.
Mole Valley's in. Hi, Mole Valley.
Hi, Mole Valley. So, I don't know if it's going to go green if we put another coat over it, but we'll try it.
Yes, Paul. Intrinsic.
Yeah, they are, Paul. You're right.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't say what colours I was using, did I?
Sorry, Steve. Jimmy's just sent me a photograph that says it's a traffic sign. It says speed limit 85. Land Rovers, just do what you can.
Try your best.
Believe me, I've been in some Land Rovers. I wouldn't want to be in 40 mile an hour in, let alone 80. My mate used to have a Discovery.
John, Steve turning a piece of cedar.
My mate had a Discovery 1. If you'd done over 45 mile an hour, you couldn't hold the steering wheel. That was that bad.
Okay,
Right.
they're saying I don't have an airbrush, not enough air. So now it's best with a comb.
Right, what we're going to do now? Ruby red, ruby red, ruby red. Ruby red. Right, take that one out of there, plug that one in there. So, same principle.
Klondike says he's rethinking the bribe thing. He may bribe Wayne instead. Oh, cheers.
He perhaps don't trust you, Mark.
I don't know why. I mean, it's only you and me that are writing the questions.
I've already been researching new sets of information.
Hope it's not the same site I'm getting the questions from.
Yeah, or me.
All right. So that's ruby. Just draw it off a little bit.
Oh, Glenn's in. Good evening, Glenn. How are you?
Hi, yeah, Glenn. How you doing, mate?
Hi, Glenn.
Hope you're both well. So we'll go for a bit of flame just on the edge, and then we'll do the rim around the top to match. Don't fall out. Stay there.
JP has said, if you don't want Lewis to win, just ask loads of Canadian-related questions.
Well, we did give him a chance last time we asked the Canadian question. He didn't know it.
Yeah, I mean, we gave Wayne a chance. We asked loads of history questions.
I don't think we went back far enough, though.
Right, Mike Ewers said, why does Martin Saban-Smith's chart show that forest green and ruby don't match? It looks great to me.
Yeah, I know. I've got his chart up on the top there, and I suppose I don't know. It depends. It's all down to the individuals, really, isn't it? So,
Klondike says, whatever the question, the answer is Celine Dion.
perhaps I should do some multiple choice questions: A, B, or C. At least they got.
No.
Right, so I'm going to spray sand and seal that because I don't want the colours blended.
It's not orange, Paul. It's flame red.
Orange? Orange?
Goes with your pink arms.
They look better. Look, I've been playing with the colour. They actually look normal.
Hairy.
What?
Hairy?
You should see me arse. You think that's hairy?
Oh, shit.
Right. Sand and sealer.
Clint says the answer is 42.
Yeah, and Douglas has said, is the old saying red and green should never be seen?
Well,
I thought it was blue and green should never be seen.
I don't care. I just put colours on. If they work, they work. If they don't, they don't.
Yeah. If it doesn't work, you can always take it back off.
Hey, take it back off.
isn't that what this job's all about? Or not this job? Isn't that what we do, though? To have a play and see what happens with colours and
Yeah.
do the unusual.
JP makes a good point. He said, just like Wayne's jumper, it's not red, it's orange, apparently.
Cheers, JP.
His Guantanamo Bay suit.
I need to empty my bin. Right, get rid of that. Let that dry. I'm thinking perhaps a bit of embellishing wax. What do you reckon?
I'm saying nothing.
That's what I like to hear.
What's the grain like?
Well, it's like that and like that and like that. A bit like that. It's quite a loose grain, isn't it?
Glenn, he hasn't used Yorkshire Great because he's put colour on.
But we will on the inside, Glenn, so stay tuned.
But, as everyone knows, you can actually use Yorkshire Grit before you put colour on.
As proved by Wayne the Woodturner,
Yeah,
live on YouTube.
Ask me how I know.
How do you know,
Wayne? I don't know. What does the chat think? Embellishing wax?
Oh, that's smooth, that is, isn't it?
Mike Hughes says yes, gold. Barry BRS Woodturning says go for it.
Gold, definitely, I think.
Keith Wright says yes. Douglas Muggham says yes. Steve Jobbins, yeah, gold.
Just took my gloves off now and I've got to put back on.
Mole Valley Maker says purple.
He's got a thing about
There's
purple, that
always
one.
one. Keith says no, not any texture. That's what I was kind of thinking. Wivy Woodshed's black. Barry's Wood Creations gold.
Can't put black in it. That'd look awful black, wouldn't it? I'm going gold.
JP says put some texture on the outside. Just use the diamond belt that you stole from Glyn. Lol.
What does he mean?
Colin Izzard says gold. Don McKee says black.
We're going for gold. We're going for gold. Sorry, guys.
TJ Turner says purple would have been better than green. It would have been
Hampshire
Christmassy
sheen,
then.
embellishing wax, purple.
Douglas Muggham says texture it.
It's a bit
Now,
soft.
If he was going to texture it, he should have done it before the colour.
I
Yeah.
think the wood is too soft. I think the texture until just rip chunks out of it, to be perfectly honest.
It would, yeah, it would, to tell you the truth.
Oh, Benjamin said he says he accidentally bought hot pink embellishing wax.
Yeah, I bet it was an accident.
Yeah. Oh, Ben, I hear you got a lathe for sale.
and all his tools.
Yeah, he's gonna take up knitting. He said so on Wednesday. I'm taking up knitting.
Ben, I hate to tell you this. Wayne's going to take up knitting and he's going to start doing live knitting shows where he knits a jumper in under an hour. Just to spite you.
God, I might have to break out my new tin of embellishing wax soon. This one's getting on its last legs.
Yeah, JP just put in there. Speaking of lathes for sale, Jim Overton is selling his Axminster lathe if anybody's interested. It's the Axminster 1628. It's the same lathe that I use in my life. Bloody good lathe, and it's a good price as well.
It's a big lathe, though, isn't it?
Well, footprint size, it's probably not as big as yours, Steve, because it's only the sort of 28 inch between centres.
Oh, right, okay.
I'll say length it's shorter than mine, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Klondike Craftsman says that Wayne's going to knit hand dye a jumper in one live. You get sparks off the needles.
Right, so gently's work this in.
Yeah, JB said that Jim's asking. Oh, Glyn said as well that Jim's asking £1,200 for a good price.
And the good thing is, with someone coming to someone like that, it's been looked after.
You should get a loom, Wayne. Today on the loom, I shall be weaving a carpet. Only a 12-foot by 15-foot carpet. I should have it done. I should have it done in under an hour.
Jim's already got a loom. Glyn's saying if he had the space, he'd buy it himself.
You ain't got the space, Glyn. You gotta get rid of something else, mate.
If I had 1,200 quid lying around, I'd buy it in a heartbeat.
Glyn's got more than enough space to put that lathe in.
If you got rid of all them boxed goods.
Ian has said Wayne will have to turn the knitting needles first. Funnily enough, Ian, my sister Paula, a couple of years ago, she was knitting some really, really big stuff. So I turned a pair of knitting needles, which I think were 2 foot long by 2 inches diameter.
You've so got to do that in a live now. You've got a pair of knitting needles and a yarn bowl in under an hour.
Oh, no pressure then, Mark.
You can just say, I'm just getting ready for my next live, just making the materials.
So there you go. Embellishing wax just shows the grain up a little bit, doesn't it? Nothing major. Turn this light off, it might help better. No, it don't.
That's better.
Just show the grain up a little bit with the embellishing wax. So
It's funny, the colours on YouTube are more vibrant than what I can see on StreamYard.
oh, that's strange, isn't it? Usually it's the other way around. Right, so we'll clean some of this off of here. Going to take this down to...
Jim's based down in Hampshire. I forget whereabouts, but he is down in Hampshire.
Oh, just have a quick drink.
No, JP. I am not taking up that challenge.
Especially not with him picking the pattern.
You could scroll saw some knitting needles. Right.
To tell you the truth, if it's got a lot of internal cuts, it takes us now to change the blade over.
Right, let's get this leveled up on the front edge. Safety glasses.
Tim Tolkien says, hi everyone from the Isle of Bute.
Sorry, say again.
Tim Soul says, hi everyone from the Isle of Bute.
Hiya, Tim.
Hi Tim, welcome along.
Welcome to the madhouse.
Glenn has said scroll sawing is like watching paint dry. Lol. That all depends on who you're watching doing the scroll sawing, I've got to say, Glenn.
Yep. Dale definitely makes it interesting. His work is awesome. While I've got that in my mind, Steve, can I just make a bit of a public announcement?
Sure.
I would publicly like to, I know he's not in the chat, but he will see this back. I'd publicly like to thank Dale from Maple Tree Studios. He took 3 or 4 hours yesterday to help remotely rebuild and start my computer after it died a death. Massive thank you for him for doing that.
Gia
Got
said,
it back up and running.
JP said, right, just stop there, Mark. You're going to make a funnel.
No, stop, Steve.
Oh, Steve, sorry.
I'm not turning at the moment.
Oh dear, no faith. No faith whatsoever.
Just one more pass, Steve.
Just one more pass.
Yeah, that's what Douglas has said. This house trustworthy system
Africa. Okay.
Gonna move that around so I can get to it a bit easier. You still see that?
Yep.
Yep. Steve, Dale,
Mine.
Mark's computer.
The one in my workshop. Died of death.
He did it. He did it while we were in a chat last night.
Bless him, he did it remotely. Took him about 3 or 4 hours, didn't it?
It did.
Disky Wood Creations is asking, is that cedar as dusty as Eastern Red Cedar?
It's not that dusty. It's got that sort of, you know, when you get like the dust in the air, that sort of smell. It's got that sort of smell to it, but it's not actually. Well, I don't think it's that dusty.
I've never turned Eastern Red Cedar, so I wouldn't know.
Last time I turned a piece of cedar on the lathe, it blew up into 8 pieces.
We didn't finish this bit yet. It's very soft to turn. Right, mate.
Okay. Lewis is saying he's got 3 resin pieces to do. Lewis is saying he's got 3 resin pieces to do this weekend.
Nice. I've got to get my snow globe done yet. It's ready to turn. I've just got to build up the. Shall I check the depth?
I would.
With my depth gauge, my friend Mr. Mark, the gentleman woodturner, made me. Oh, we've got another ½ inch yet. So I've got to put a light on because I can't see what I'm doing. Is that too bright? No, that'll be all right.
That's fine.
Actually, I'm going to double check that because I've got the mortise in the bottom there, haven't I?
Yes. Allow for the mortise.
I think we're getting close. Let's clean that up and.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, come on, come on.
So Glenn's going to be doing a tour of woodturners next spring, and he's saying he's going to have merch and grit with him. Are you going on the bike, Glenn?
So I'm just going to clean it out with a scraper, I think.
You should see the comments.
Funnel.
Anyone got a coin ready? He's going to make a funnel. One more pass, funnel. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Funnel coming up. Here we go.
Just no confidence, are you? None of you.
Barry says I have a light bulb holder ready.
Nasty
JP, funnel.
crack in there.
I'm looking forward to that, Glenn. Love to see that bike. I don't think you're going to be able to carry much merch though.
So you can wear a backpack.
Right. I'm actually getting attached to power sanding. I think I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Especially inside a bowl, I seem to get a better finish. Extraction, son.
So Glenn's going to fill his panniers up with merch for the road trip next spring. Nice one, Sunshine.
Makers road trip, that'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? Going around seeing different makers. I know I said I was going to colour that rim. I think I might leave it natural.
Okay.
Well, I think that suits it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
So Glenn said he needs makers to let him know if they want to meet up so he can plan the route. Well, you already know you're welcome here anytime, Glenn.
And dear, if you want to come all the way down to Cornwall.
I'll have to think about it, Glenn. Let you know.
Yep. JP's saying yes from him, and he's got a bar. He has got a bar. I've sat at that bar.
So 240 grit. Not that one, not that one, not that one.
Glenn said, cheers, Wayne and Mark. And Steve, you can get stuffed. Paul, you dipped out a few months ago. Glenn was actually up in Brampton for a few days a few months ago. I went down to see him.
Douglas Mugham says, Steve, Glenn will have coins with him just in case.
Glenn knows he's welcome here anytime. If you can do it the first and second week of August when we're on holiday, that'd be great. No, joking. Joking.
Yeah. JP has said, Glenn, you need to go to Steve's anyway so you can steal back your diamond belt.
Got a bit of tear out in there where I use that blooming scraper. So let's get a bit of coarse grit on there and see if we can get rid of that.
Paul, Glenn and a couple of his pals were they were basically stopping in Brampton for a few days before they were going to do a tour of Scotland. Then the tour of Scotland didn't happen because of obviously because of the
Bad weather,
lockdown, but the different tier system that started happening in Scotland. So Glenn had a couple of days in Brampton, did a bit of touring about, and then went home again.
That's got it. Good old bit of 80 grit gouge.
Di Prout says it looks like the call he's on is going to take a while. He just wanted to remind people about his live tomorrow at 6.
Is that PM?
Yeah, I'll pop the link in.
He didn't have any grit with him, Paul. It was a few days away holiday type thing.
Right, everybody, there's the link for Di's live tomorrow at 6.
That's better.
Mole Valley Maker said, "Will Rob CP's live be finished by 6 p.m.? 6 hours afternoon."
Well, there's always a chance. What's he doing tomorrow? He's doing a 3-winged bowl, isn't he? Could take him
Yeah,
a few hours.
3-cornered bowl.
3-cornered bowl, that's it.
Who's that? Di?
Rob CP.
Oh,
right.
Rob CP.
Right. Sand and sealer.
Eric is asking, is this a water-based stain? Yes, it is, Eric.
Yes, the Hampshire Sheen intrinsic colours.
I don't think he's doing it anymore, but Martin used to sell concentrates of the intrinsic colours, so you could actually, if you wanted, thin them down with spirit, so you turn them into spirit stain, or with water, so you could actually make them to the strength you wanted for yourself. But I don't think he does the concentrates anymore.
See, Martin's shop is open now for business.
Yep. Open today, didn't it?
It
Was it today?
Yeah, it did.
I'd love to go down. I'm going to try and get down there next year and have a look round.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know how far he is away from here.
I can't wait to start meeting.
He's in Hampshire. He's in Alton in Hampshire, Steve.
Yeah, I'll have to do a Google map and see how far that is from here. That's got to be a good 3-hour drive, I would imagine, from here.
I spent a few hours there with Martin a couple of years ago when I was I travelled down to Uckfield to pick up some beads and stuff for Jane. Got in contact with a few people. Mike was working. Ed Oliver was busy doing a craft weekend somewhere. But Martin was available, so I went and spent a few hours with Martin.
I do like Martin. He's a nice guy. He's one of the good guys, isn't he, Martin? He's always got time to help you out. He's always got time to explain things to you. And
it's just over 3 hours from your place to Martin's.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to have a weekend down there, you know. Oh, man, I've got a drink for a little crap now. Might have to go down there and have a weekend down there. I'll be ashamed, wouldn't I? Oh, shit, Nick might be watching this.
No, Don saying he was working in Uckfield today. That was some trip. That was. Jane had seen something on. I can't remember. If it was on eBay or whatever. But it was about $3,000 worth of jewellery beads that they were selling for $1,000.
Yeah.
So she said, "I really want this." I said, "Well, I'll just go and get them." So set off overnight. Got down to Uckfield about 9 o'clock in the morning. Picked the beads up. Travelled from Uckfield across to Alton. Spent a few hours with Martin. Travelled home. It was the same. Glyn will know about this weekend. it was the same weekend that Glenn, Chris Fisher, and Steve Twiddell were hosting a training weekend for making with Soph at Chris Fisher's place. Martin was there as well at Chris's as well. So that was that weekend. So I think that was a couple of years ago.
So a bit of Yorkie grit, just to please Glenn.
So you're only using it to please Glenn. You don't use it usually then.
No, I don't use it unless I'm on lives. I find it better to stand back further.
He's gonna slap you, silly.
Brent has said here in Canada, a 3-hour drive is just a corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to drive over 40 minutes. That's just frustrating for us. Right.
Oh, you're being sacked.
Glenn says, sacked.
Oops.
Steve Jobbins says, hashtag Steve's P45 is in the post.
I might wear that T-shirt next week. I haven't worn that T-shirt for ages.
Yeah, you haven't been threatened with a P45 for ages.
Yeah, I know.
You've been a good boy, haven't you?
Good old sweet talker, anyway. We all know that
Well,
Yorkshire grit is the best abrasive paste on the market.
Yeah. Mole Valley Maker said, do you already need a P45 to Glenn to pay a visit? No, Glenn only pays me a visit for the pizzas. That's the only reason he comes up to see me. It's for the pizzas.
And to see your dogs.
And and to see Bryn as well. Because when him and Bryn get together,
sorry, how rude of me. And Jane, of course.
No, he just comes up to see Bryn. He just comes up to see Bryn and eat pizza. I tell you, when Glenn and Bryn get together, it's mental. Absolutely mental.
Oh, nice and smooth. What do we reckon? A bit of microcrystalline wax? I reckon.
JP says he's just got up off the floor from crying.
JP is
There's no funnel.
Why? Why is he crying?
Because there's no funnel.
Was he stamping his feet?
He's having a toddler tantrum because you haven't funneled it.
Hang on, JP, I'll get the hammer out for you, like you did Wayne's.
No. Yeah. No, JP's just standing in the corner, holding his breath until he turns blue.
So I'm just going to put a coat of microcrystalline wax over this. Obviously, we should let it soak in, but it's alive, so we can't. But we would normally. It looks very yellow on the camera, that bit of wood.
Mike Hugh, retired from Ilminster, says he only lives 25 minutes from Lyme Regis. I used to live in Seaton. Mike, I lived there for 5 or 6 years.
Right,
just the other side of Lyme Regis.
So Hodgepodge just said there's probably a microscopic funnel in there, JP. And JP has replied, hopefully, Hodge.
Just for you, Jamie.
That's looking very nice, Steve, I've got to say. Really.
Very,
Yeah.
very shiny. Very shiny.
Lovely finish on that.
Right. Just show you about that crack in there. It's a crack right going right through there, look.
Yeah, I know. These things happen, though.
It didn't come apart, though, which is the important thing. So, there we go. Let's get rid of that.
Glenn says he used to work for Warner Holiday Camp in Seaton. That holiday camp's not there anymore. It's all houses now.
Oh, yeah. So there we go, guys. Is it crispy? Crispy?
Very nice, Steve.
Crispy enough?
Crispy enough for you?
Christmassy. Even.
And that. So, like it. I like it.
Bang on the hour.
Is it really? Woo. Don't know if this camera shows a bit better. That camera don't show very nice colour. I like that better. That's more.
Keith says you've done that cedar credit.
Thank you, Keith. Thank you very much. That looks more yellow on the camera than what that actually is. That's not as yellow as that, but it's. I must admit that polishes up well. That bit of wood. Polishes really nice.
Oh, JP said, no holy night.
Oh, so there you go. I really enjoyed that. That's nice. You can't really see the colours blending in on the reds, can you? Can you see them on the camera? Not really, can you?
You can, yes.
Well, just a little tiny bit of this top rim.
I can. Yeah.
But like I said, I was going to do this. I was going to do this rim, but I think leaving it like that actually looks better. To be honest, nice sharp edge on the edge there. So, just want some.
That was really fun, Steve.
Thank you.
Fun,
yeah. Mark, don't give up your day job, son.
Yeah.
But like I say, it's just a shame about that crack. I reckon that'll open up. I reckon. Do you reckon?
It probably will. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
But mind, I don't know, because that piece of wood, if you got that from Keith, which I believe you did, it's going to be very dry anyway.
Oh, okay, so it might have shrunk as much as it's going to shrink.
Don't take it straight in the house, though.
No, I won't. I'll leave it in there for a few days. It's not cold in there, but
right. Glenn said Joe says she's looking forward to the quiz night, but she doesn't want any cheating like last time. Cheating.
I agree, Joe. We was talking about this. No, not from you guys. I think she means by the chat, because we said on the last one that don't put any answers in the chat until we ask the question to the chat. But people got a bit ahead of themselves, was chucking questions into the chat. So what we discussed, as all six of us discussed at the end of the night, and we came up with, if anybody, because there's about a 15-second delay? There's about a 15-second delay between.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah, there's about a 15-second delay between me saying the question and for you to hear it. So what we've come up with is, anybody answers the question before the 15 seconds is up, we're not going to take your answer. Can't be no fair, because it doesn't make it fair for other people in the chat. And the idea of the questions into the chat was to involve the chat. So we want to try and make it as fair as possible. So we're not trying to penalise anybody. Just be patient. Obviously, if you know the answer, you can obviously have it in your head ready. But what we're saying is, don't stick it in the chat until we actually hand the question over to the chat, because we're not going to take your answers like we did last time, because it's not making it fair on other people in the chat. So, and
the other thing is that the people in the chat may not know, the reason we kept a score for people in the chat is at the end of the 12 months, when we've done, if it carries on, and we've done the 12 quizzes, the maker who's answered in the chat with the highest score will get a prize. So let's keep it fair. Yeah. Keep it fair and play by the rules.
Exactly. Because if we're not,
the adjudicator will strike.
Because like we said, if we get the answer less than, say, 20 seconds after I've answered it, we're not going to. We'll work it out, and we'll let you
Right,
guys know next week.
Ben has just put in. Have Mark write something in the chat to signal the point that answers can be accepted.
No, because you have no idea what's going on behind the scenes with what I was having to do already.
Mark's got his books.
I had a tablet, 3 screens, a book, a pen, and my phone, all on the go. I got me typing in the chat as well. My head exploded by the end of that night. You just have to listen.
What we will do, I may do a timer, and I may do it so we ask the question, then we set the timer off where it'll be 20 seconds, and as soon as the first one comes in after that 20 seconds of the timer hits 0, that's the answer we take. That's the only fair way we can really do it, I think.
We did also discuss about having, and this is going to give them the chat more time to either think about the answer. What I will say, don't look the answers up on Google.
No, it's cheap.
Right? It's got to come out of your head. If you don't know the answer, you don't know the answer. It's as simple as that. But what we also discussed is that the teams would have a few seconds or so to actually confer before we put the answers in.
Yeah.
Glenn says, "Stop whinging, you dude." So I've just replied with, "Time out for Glenn then."
Yeah, like Paul Lockwood said, the trouble is everybody's feed is slightly different. That's why I think the timer will give people chance to go, right, this is, because like I say, our delay is 15 seconds from us saying it to you getting it is about 15 seconds. So if we did a timer, then that gives you guys chance to get that. You mean nobody's feed is no more than about 15, 20 seconds behind us. So I don't want to increase the time, because I can increase the chat delay to about 60 seconds, but I don't want to do that because that makes everything just so long-winded. So we're going to try it again this way. If not, we'll have to think of another way. But I think what we'll do, I think me and the guys will have a chat before we do the live next week. But I think the best way to do it is if we hand over to the chat, we ask the question, we hit the timer for 20 seconds. The first one that comes in after that 20 second goes off. That's the correct answer. Do you think that's fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the only fair way to do it.
Yeah.
Because we don't want people. I mean, I agree with what people were saying in the chat last time, that that's not fair because people were putting the answers in there before the actual question was handed over to the chat, and then we was asking the question and that people were answering it. The answer was coming up virtually straight away. That's not what we want. We want to make it fair for everybody.
And at the end of the day, it's a bit of a laugh.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah.
Nobody needs to be taking it that serious, you know.
No, it's a bit of a laugh, but we've got to be fair.
Yes.
Robert's put he's going to get his stopwatch out.
And it gives Steve a chance to play with some more graphics and sound effects. And
oh yeah, thanks. I've just spilled dye all over my worktop and keyboard.
Add another button to his Stream Deck.
Should have put the top back on that.
I did have the top. I fell off the spray gun. The bottle fell out of the spray gun. And it splashed everywhere. Right, where did I put that bottle?
Just to let you know, Jane's found my bar humbug hat.
Oh, good. Yeah, that'd be good. Right. Mr. Stacey Smith, but I need 20 minutes, not 20 seconds. Thing is, that's like any question. The only questions that are easy are the ones you know. I mean, that's like any question there is, no matter what it is. Yes, Douglas, message me and I'll send you the answers.
Yeah, you can have the answers when everybody else gets them, Douglas.
Yeah. I'll email them to you straight after the quiz finishes.
I'll send you the answers, but you won't have the questions and the answers won't be in the right order. There you go. Right, so there we go. Nice, simple little Christmassy bowl. Nothing splashed tonight. What I'm going to be doing Sunday is I've actually put together a couple of multi-species blanks, and I'm going to try and turn a bit of a Christmas tree ornament out of these. These are oak and mahogany. They're actually crisscross inside. What I did is I cut them in 20mm strips, glued them together, then I cut them through the bands. No, the table saw the other way, so it gave me the oak, mahogany oak, and I twisted them and then put them so they're like a star inside. So hopefully they're going to. Then I'll put a blank of, I think it's a Ruco on the top and the bottom. One's obviously to hold it, and the other one might give me a little bit to put a bit of string or something through. But that's the idea for Sunday. So pop over and check us out Sunday if you're free. Join myself and my lovely wife Nick for our Sunday live.
Well, Glyn mentioned this in a chat we were in the other night. Glyn is going to be starting to do a motorcycle vlogging channel on YouTube, and it's going to be titled The Yorkshire Git. So that obviously, hopefully, he'll be putting a regular vlog up once things start settling down and he can get out and about a lot more. He'll be putting regular vlogs up about his motorcycle tours.
Sure, we'll all share the links out for that as soon as you've got it set up, Glyn.
Definitely, but he won't be no speaking it because Glyn don't like talking on the camera. He hates his own voice, doesn't he? So, but no, it'd be good to see. Definitely. Right, shall we kill it?
Yep.
Last little view.
Yeah, good night, Steve. Enjoyed it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Paul.
Thank you. Thank you. What was I going to say? I forgot. Oh, yeah. Thanks very much for coming over. Hope you've had a good evening. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope we ain't bored you too much. Hope these guys are keeping you entertained. We'll do it all again on Sunday. Who we got on tomorrow? Ed Oliver?
Ed's on. Rob CP at lunchtime.
Yep.
Die at 6.
Die at 6. Andy will be on at 7:30. Emma will be on around about 7 to 7:30 as well. That's Emma the Turner. Nick will be on at 8 o'clock. That's tomorrow. Oh, if you're a member of the Woodturning 360 Woodturning Club, there's a Zoom one tomorrow night with Rebecca Root, who is, yes, she's very, very good. Sunday, tomorrow is Sunday. No,
tomorrow's Saturday.
Yeah, Sunday we've got Steve back on at lunchtime. I'm not very sure if anybody's on in the evening, live.
I've got Robert Robertson in the morning on Sunday.
Yeah, 10 o'clock. Change his time to 10.
I always forget Robo for some reason. I should really start watching that, but I tend to be busy in the mornings. We've got Makers International podcast at 9:30 on Sunday, UK time. 11 o'clock, Jamie will have a premiere. That's JP Woodwork. 11:15, Caitlin will be having a premiere, and then we're back to me on Monday lunchtime.
And me Monday night.
Oh yeah, sorry, and Mark Monday night.
I'll try not to pass out this week.
No, definitely not.
Sorry
he's got his broomstick ready just in case. So.
Yeah.
Terry's just said that Lewis has got a premiere at 6 o'clock. I don't know if that's on Saturday or Sunday.
Right, okay. Terry, do you want to let us know whether it's Saturday or Sunday? Lewis, is that Klondike, Lewis?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
If that's Saturday, Sunday. Sunday night.
Right.
Okay, thank you very much, Terry. Okay, guys, we're going to kill it. Thank you very much for coming over and joining us for another Friday night. Hope you've really enjoyed it. If I don't see you before, I'll see you Sunday. If not, I'll catch you in some of the other chats. So anyway, guys, take care. Have a great weekend, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Bye.
Night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, sorry, I didn't bring these guys back, but you can hear them. See you later, guys. Bye.